Hi, I'm Amy.
I'm Laura.
And we are Twopapergirls. Today we're going to do a book haul. We haven't done one for a very long time.
Yeah, I don't think since Christmas or
no, not
something.
Since then. Because we haven't really, I haven't got enough money to just go buy a bunch of books when I fancy them. So it's kind of only like milestones like birthdays and Christmas. And I just kind of forgot to do one around my birthday, even though I've got quite a few books. So I've accumulated lots to show you today.
I've also got quite a lot, so combined we have a hell of a lot to get through, so let's just get into it.
The first book that I got is Undivided by Neil Shusterman, the fourth and last book in the Unwind series. I've been really looking forward to reading this and I'm going to get round to it soon.
First book I got was Carrie Hope Fletcher's All I Know Now. I've heard a lot about this book on YouTube from watching her channel and her brother, lead singer McFly, Tom Fletcher. And I saw this in Tesco. It was like £7 and the hardback is gorgeous, so I thought, I don't know when I'll get round to this, but for that price I have to pick it up.
Next is Endgame by James Frey. This is the same guy that wrote the Epictetus Law series, and I really like his writing, so I'm really excited to read this. I nearly picked it up, but it's got like a whole game to it, like you actually play an online game with it, and it seems really in-depth and involved, and I wasn't ready for that because I've got the Cramathon coming up soon, but this seems really interesting.
I picked up this monster of a book called The Bone Clocks by David Mitchell. This guy wrote Cloud Atlas, which had a film, is kind of famous. I saw this in hardback a few months ago and thought it sounded really interesting. Then I saw it in paperback for like £3 in Tesco, so I had to pick it up. It's fairly large, but it just sounds very intriguing about lots of people's lives interweaving, and it's pretty gorgeous, and I'm hopefully going to get around to this soon, but maybe not.
I picked up another book by Neil Shusterman called Challenger Deep. I don't really know much about this other than it's in the ocean, and I love Neil Shusterman, and it is in a series. I hope not, because I need more standalones.
Yeah.
So this will be good, hopefully.
I picked up The Children Act by Ian McEwan. Not too sure what this is about. It's kind of a court case, adult fiction-y thing, but I just read The Girl on the Case. Just read The Girl on the Train, which was an adult fiction. I really enjoyed it, so I was in the mood for something a bit more mature, and it's really short, and it was on a 2 for £7 with the bone clocks, so I couldn't really resist it.
The next book I got is The Miniaturist by Jessie Burton. I really liked this when I saw it on the Waterstones shelves, and it's like really famous, and I couldn't help but pick it up even though it was like quite expensive in Waterstones. Look at the blue pages. It just looks really cute, and it's like a bit different to the YA I normally read, so I thought it'd be a nice change.
Sorry that we're not really explaining what these books are about, but we just have so many to get through. But you can look any of them up on Amazon and the Book Depository and get a full synopsis. But the next book I didn't actually buy is called The Versions of Us, and my brother saw it in Waterstones and thought it was my kind of thing, and his girlfriend works in Waterstones and she could give me a free copy that they had lying around the coffee room. So this just sounds really interesting about a couple in Cambridge. It kind of sounds like One Day, and it just sounds really, really cute and summery.
The next book I got was for my birthday, and it's the second book in the Infernal Devices series by Cassandra Clare. I love the Martian instruments, I say that every time. And I've read Clockwork Angel, so I'm excited to read Clockwork Prince. And I've also got Clockwork Princess. I forgot I had that one too, that's up there.
The next book I bought was Extraordinary Means by Robin Schneider. Love that name. This cover is gorgeous. I really like the spine. I just like the colouring of this book. It sounds like a combination between Looking for Alaska and Tiffio's, which just sounds great. It's like a home for sick children. It sounds depressing, but I think it will actually be quite uplifting, and I think I'll get to this one very, very soon.
The next book I got was A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin, the second book in the Game of Thrones series. It's really massive. I don't know if I'm ever going to get to this. I want to, but I think I'm going to have to read it alongside other books because it was hard to get through the first one. But I got it really cheap. I got it for £2.95 from the second-hand bookstore from Astley Book Farm. It's one of the largest second-hand bookshops in the UK, and I love it so much, and I can't believe I got this for under £3.
The next book I got was The Martian by Andy Weir. This is, I think the film's coming out pretty soon, and in our Project 2015 this is one that we wanted to talk about, the book to movie adaptation, so I will hopefully get round to this quite soon. I wanted it for ages, but I haven't bought it because of the ugly English cover. It's just a big orange face. He's quite an attractive man, but it's just a big orange face, and the American one's really nice with the cute little Martian. Yeah, this still sounds really interesting. I'm excited to get around to it.
The next book that I picked up is Never Fade by Alexandra Bracken, the second book in the Darkest Minds trilogy. I was like on the fence with Darkest Minds. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it, so I've bought the second one, and hopefully it picks up and I start to really like it. This one sounds a lot more interesting.
Another book I picked up is The Gospel of Loki. This is a book I've heard absolutely nothing about. I just saw it in Waterstones. It was on the little buy one get one half price deal. And it just sounds interesting. It's just a bit of Norse mythology, which we did a little bit of at uni and I enjoyed. And Loki's an interesting character that I don't know much about, but this is quite a modern take on it and it just sounds really interesting and cute and it's so pretty.
The next book that I got was These Broken Stars by Amy Kaufman and Megan Spooner, set in space. This looks great. It's been hyped up on BookTube quite a lot, but I still really want to read it even though it's in space. I'm not really a fan of space books. But this looks really great. I want to get to this soon.
The last book I'm hauling is A Court of Thorns and Roses, also known as Akotar, by Sarah J Maas. This book has been really hyped up on BookTube, which kind of put me off reading it, but when I saw a physical copy I thought I will pick it up because I adore the Throne of Glass series. So I trust Sarah J Maas to write a good book. A lot of people say this is better, which I don't think is possible. But yeah, I'm really excited for this. Not sure when I'll get round to it though because of all the hype. I think I want it to die down a little bit.
The last book that I'm hauling to is We All Looked Up by Tommy Wallach. I've already read this book. You might see it in the July wrap-up. You will. I've read it. But it's really good. It made me cry. I'm not going to go into too much about it. But this book's really cool as well because he's actually like the guy that wrote it. He's got like interesting music as well and he's wrote a soundtrack to go with the book. And I want to get around to listening to that soon. And this was just perfect.
That's it for our huge book haul. Wish we could have told you more detail about all these books, but when we TBR them, read them and wrap them up and review them, then you'll know a lot more about all of them.
And hopefully that'll be quite soon because now I've book hauled them, I really want to get around to reading all of them.
Same.
So we'll see you in the next video, guys.
Bye! His name sounds like Ian McEwan.
I can see why dogs bark at the postman. Don't like it.
Mm.
Oh, what's that? What's the noise?
Big orange face.
Oh my gosh, it's so fluffy.